Hey, what's up guys? Luke Profits. How can you handle incessant "is this available?" messages on Facebook Marketplace when you're drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace? That's what my channel is about. It's about Facebook Marketplace drop shipping, but I guess this could apply to more than just drop shipping. How do you handle all these annoying customers that are just incessantly asking stupid questions or sometimes just sending random gibberish that happen to be on their clipboard? What I would recommend is just sort of create kind of templates and then use those to respond most of the time. Now, sometimes if you know the information off the top of your head, you can just tell them and it's easy. But if it's something where they're asking a weird question where you're like, I'd have to go look this up, or sometimes it can even be a quick Google or something like that. I've kind of found it's better to just have sort of template responses, and those generally work pretty well. They cut down your workload a whole lot, and sure, maybe you're turning off one or two buyers here and there, but it makes your job so much easier that it is worth it, at least in my opinion, because it's saving you a massive amount of time. If somebody just says, "Is this available?" I generally just say, "Yes, it's available," and just click the little button that pops up on Facebook. Yes, it's available. If people ask, "Where are you located?" because that's a really common question, what they really mean, they don't generally care where you're located. Generally, they are thinking, oh, this is like Facebook Marketplace, I have to drive there and pick it up. So if I get a question like, "Where are you located? Are you located in this city?" blah, 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 I'll just say shipping only and send a smiley face so that they know that I'm not being rude. That generally clears it up for people, because if they're saying, "Where are you located?" and I say, "We're only shipping," then they're like, oh, you have shipping, cool. Sometimes they'll come back with how much does it cost. Sometimes I'll even throw in, if I think they're going to come back with how much does it cost, I'll just be like, in parentheses, "we have free shipping," or, parentheses, "free shipping," something like that. So, "Where are you located? Can I come pick this up? Shipping only, free shipping," smiley face. Makes it pretty easy. If people ask dumb questions that are totally unrelated, like, say they're like, "Oh, I noticed that blah, 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 blah is blah, 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 blah to blah, 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 blah," and they send you like a paragraph, and it's not something you can easily answer. It's not something you know the answer to, and you'd have to look it up and do all this research. That's not worth our time generally most of the time as a drop shipper. So I just hit the "yes, it's available" button and pretend I didn't see it. And the reason for that, like I said, is not because I particularly am concerned about this one customer, because they aren't a customer yet. They haven't bought from me. If you haven't bought from me yet, you're not a customer. You're just a random person messaging me, and I do not owe you a response necessarily. I might try to respond. It might be useful, but I'm not going to, go out of my way to bend over backwards for a person who's not even a customer yet. Once you're a customer, of course, you're going to get actual support. But if you're just, saying, "Is this available?" or, something random like that, then you're going to get "yes, it's available," or some sort of similar short response, unless, you're seeming super interested. And actually, I think it's, worth responding to the message. If it's this big paragraph of blah, 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 and, whatever, you're just trying to get information, then probably not worth my time, and you're just going to get a "yes, it's available." Some people might just think, oh, well, if I get this long thing and I would just say, "Yes, it's available," why don't I just ignore it and just, not, read the message but never reply? And the reason for that is because Facebook tracks how, quickly you're looking at messages and responding to them and all this stuff. So if Facebook sees you opening a bunch of messages and then not responding to them, they're going to think, oh, well, maybe this item, because you got to think about how most Facebook users are using it. If, say I was selling a scooter or something like that on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm getting a bunch of messages and I'm reading them but not responding to them, I'm probably not still trying to sell the scooter in this example. I don't know why scooter, but whatever. I'm probably not trying to still sell the scooter. I'm probably like, leave me alone, it's already sold, and I'm just not caring enough to respond to the buyer. So in Facebook's mind, if you're not responding to customers, they just think, oh, well, I guess they don't want to sell this product, and so they start sort of showing it to less and less people until it, just slows down. So basically, whenever you get messages, you want to respond to them as quickly as you possibly can, because the more quickly you respond, Facebook thinks, oh, hey, they're here, they're available, they're ready to respond, they want to sell this, they're engaging with customers, they're a good seller, all this good stuff. So that's why if you get a stupid long message, you'll just send any kind of "yes, it's available," or whatever kind of response. You just want to respond as quickly as possible to all messages, because it, brings your sales way up as compared to just like reading messages and not replying or anything like that. Now, what about customers? I guess this is sort of a specific issue that I guess other people probably have, because I've been having it. It seems like kind of a weird thing, but and it's just really just been with a couple of the products that I'm selling. But I've had a product where, I don't know, maybe 30% or something like that of the time that I ship this product, my supplier sends the product, it goes to USPS, or at least they create the label and package it up, but then somehow like USPS never receives the product and it just sort of like sits there. It's almost like they printed a label, left the label on the table, and then never shipped the product. It's a really weird thing, but yeah, so this has been happening to me with a couple products, and the way that I've been handling that, because sometimes you'll have customers who are like, hey, I ordered this in June 15th, and now it's way later and I haven't blah, 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 whatever. It hasn't shown up. It should have been shipped. So what I always just say is, thanks for the heads up. Let me look into this and get back to you. And then I take a screenshot of the chat and I send the screenshot to my VA and I let her handle it. And I guess I should clarify, I'm not saying do that because you have to train your VA to know what to do to handle it, but that's just what I do. I just say, thanks for the message. Let me look into this and get back to you. Screenshot it. Usually people are happy with that because they know you're looking into it. And that gives me a little bit of time because I am busy and I do not have the time to be able to handle every single individual customer. I can just screenshot that, send it to my VA. My VA then, looks at the screenshot, finds the customer, pulls up the message with the customer, reads all the details, looks at the tracking number, looks at the supplier that we ordered it from, contacts the supplier to be like, hey, what's going on here? Often gets a refund from the supplier, and then says to the customer whatever it is. Oh, hey, we're really sorry. There was a mix up with this sort of thing. Not sure what happened, and we're sending you a full refund. Or it could be, oh yeah, it's it looks like it's on its way. If it's coming, but it hasn't quite been delivered yet, or something like that. So I let her handle it. I have trained her, in detail, everything I want her to do for all of this stuff. And generally this, I guess we're kind of into weeds in here on VAs, but basically with VAs, what you want to do is, or at least what I want to do is treat them like they are your mom. And say, listen here, mother, I want you to handle all of my customer service. And so what you're going to do is I'm going to do the customer service because, I know how I want it to be handled. I want it to be handled very well. And you are going to observe and watch me and how I do it. And then I'm going to sort of slowly pass it off to you. And another trick that can work really well is to have them be the middleman. So, this is your VA. That's the customer, right? So you say, okay, VA, your job is to, read all of the customer messages and tell me what they say, and then I will tell you what you respond. So this way it's sort of getting passed back and forth. So customer, VA, me, right? So I say, go ahead, read the customer messages, and then, get back to me. So VA reads the customer message. She says, hey, the message says this, sends it to me. I say, great, I want you to type this, boop, 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 boop. I give her an example. She says, awesome, sends it to the customer. Next customer, same kind of process. So she's sort of in the middle. And at some point you're going to be like, she knows, she knows exactly what to do. So that's what I recommend doing to train a VA to do customer service. You be the person that's writing everything, and then because they often aren't the best with English and things like that, they can sort of save templates and examples like, okay, well, in this case, when the customer said this, we said that. When the customer said this, we said that. And they can put together themselves a little like template until they sort of got all the basics down. And then if there's anything weird, of course, they can ask you like, hey, I handled 20, but this one person, I'm not really sure what I should say, and then I'll tell them what to do, and then they're learning for next time. So yeah, super in the weeds about VAs, but that's how you can train them to do customer service really well. Yeah, so that's what I would suggest. Honestly, just, try to minimize your time doing the customer service. You want to respond to everything really quickly. And, if you know the answer, sometimes they'll ask a question and you just immediately know it and can answer it. But a lot of the time, if you don't know the answer and you don't have the time to type it out, you can just, yes, it's available, or, where are you located? We only ship, free shipping, smiley face, something like that, then, they'll know. And, there's some other examples that I gave there for other things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's customer service. That's how I do it. And it's worked really well. I've got, almost 5 stars, not quite, because I've done hundreds, if not thousands of orders on Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. If you're new to dropshipping on Facebook, I've got a full free set of training videos down there, link in the description, that go over everything you need to know to start making money online. I also have a Facebook account management service where me and my team work on your account and get it up to making several $1,000s profit a month. We totally handle everything so that it's passive for you, and you get to keep 30% of the profits, and then we get 70% of the profits. If that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, basically just me and my team managing your account, go ahead and go to lukeprofits.com/manage, and I'll be in touch. I also do one-on-one Facebook dropshipping training, and if that's something that you'd be interested in, you can go to lukeprofits.com/apply, and I will hit you back. I post new content on this channel every couple days, so go ahead and subscribe and hit the notifications, and I'll be back here with another video in a couple days.